Dearly beloved, you are welcome to this second part of the intellectual and faith journey. Our focus is the intersection of science and scriptures on the origin of humans. According to scientific statistics, the Earth has existed for approximately 4.5 billion years. It further indicates that modern humans only appeared on Earth some 300,000 years ago. With this data, we find an extended timeline between the creation of the Earth and of human beings. For science, this lengthy interval was necessary for the Earth to form itself through the numerous geological, biological, and evolutionary processes before the appearance of humans. Note should be taken that when science refers to the earth as forming itself, it does not mean that the earth creates itself, but rather that some time was needed for the earth to become habitable to humans. Because to say that the earth creates itself as such would be a theological and philosophical contradiction. It simply cannot be that way. Therefore, scientific findings do not contradict the scriptures. The Bible in Genesis chapter 1 says, "After the creation of the earth was formless and void." That is, it was inhabitable. So, both science and the Bible say the same thing in just different words. Furthermore, in science, the concept of evolution is crucial. It posits that through a mechanism known as natural selection, organisms best adapted to their environments survive and reproduce. Here, there is a difference between science and the Bible, but not a contradiction. Science can only explain changes in the shape and form of things, and not their coming into existence from nothing. So it is left for us humans to figure it out that if the earth or the universe is 4.5 billion years old, and yet it is not the maker of itself, therefore its maker is outside of it and greater than it. It is this maker that we call God. Simple logic. Moreover, the Bible convincingly teaches us in Genesis chapter 1 and 2 how God created the whole universe from nothing and was directly involved in ordering everything. In the formlessness of the earth after its creation, God said, "Let there be light." He divided it from the darkness, forming the days and the nights. He made the sky, separated waters from the land, naming the waters sea and the land earth. He made the sun, the moon and the stars, the grass and the trees, the fish, the birds, and all animals. And finally, when all was said, God fashioned humans, male and female, in his own image. This narrative emphasizes the spiritual and divine aspect of human creation, indicating that we possess a unique connection to the divine. The relationship between science and the Bible, put in the form of a story, would go like this. Once upon a time, the Bible set out on a journey from Kingdom A to Kingdom Z. On his way, he met science. Both greeted each other, and science said to the Bible, "Master, I am ready to join you on your journey to the Z kingdom." The Bible accepted, and the journey continued. End of story. So anything that happened prior to their meeting is unknown to science. But after their meeting onward, science has something to say which cannot contradict but only enhance our understanding of biblical narrative. Now let us go back to that length of time between the creation of the earth and the subsequent creation of humans. Science gives us billions of years in between, but the scriptures give us just 6 days. How then do we reconcile this problem? Let us note that Biblical narrative is not meant to provide a literal timeline, but to convey deeper truths about God, about creation, and about us humans, and our relationship with the divine. It is for this reason that Galileo said, "The Bible teaches us how to go to heaven and not how the heavens go." However, in ancient Jewish numerology, the number 3 is not just a number, it represents completion, harmony, and divine connection. So, putting these numbers together forms not just 6 days, but two sets of harmonious and complete number, meaning that it was only in the fullness of days, when everything had been put together, that God created humans and connected them to himself. This goes back to the teaching that humans are made in the image and likeness of God. So the 6 days, when taken figuratively, would conveniently accommodate any number of years put together. Humans were meant to enjoy the beauty of God's creation and to work in enhancing this beauty using their God-given intelligence. This biblical account gives us a theological perspective that highlights the intentional act of creation by God, adorning humanity with dignity and purpose. The poetic beauty of being created in the image of God and the intimate act of God breathing and imparting life in man encapsulates a sense of wonder and connection that science cannot and will never fully understand, simply because it is not within the purview of science. Finally, while science offers some account of human beginnings through evolutionary processes, the Bible narrative provides a profound exploration of humanity's spiritual essence. Both perspectives can coexist, and it is left for us to find value in embracing the insights of both science and faith in our understanding of who we are and our place in the universe. Thank you for watching this video. Watch out for part 3. May God bless us all.